Let's see. Hi everyone. Today, you guys, I'm not gonna rant. I'm not gonna do all the crazy talking that I always do. But what I do want to do is just get straight to it. But before we go anywhere, hello everyone. Welcome back to Raphaelsinsights. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I welcome you into the world of the esoteric, the divine, the beautiful. You guys. I wear my glasses so I can just focus and not have my mind focusing on trying to make me see. Welcome everyone. I'm just gonna give it a second for everybody to come in. I think the super chat is on. Today is a super chat. Thank you. This is actually Unikite. Unikite is really good for intuition, for opening up your spiritual gifts. It's really good for a lot of different things. But what I use it for, it's mainly for opening up my gifts, to open up my intuition. All right, you guys. So let's get started, you guys. Let's go straight to it. Make sure you guys put your name, your date of birth, and your questions. Hi, San Diego. All right, you guys. Can you guys see me good? Before we go anywhere, can you guys see me good? Thank you, Jennifer, for purchasing from my Etsy. Can everyone see me good? We good here? I think only I'm going to try to get on TikTok afterwards. Again, my internet today, my internet wants to work perfectly fine. I don't know, like yesterday my internet was not working. But anyways, you guys, let's get started. Of course, this is a super chat. Again, remember, you guys, whoever wants to participate can. I'll try to do my best in answering everyone's question, but it only gives me a time limit to be able to click on your question when you do the super chat. But anyways, let's get started. Let's see who's going to be first. I'm going to be on here for about 30 minutes, maybe 20 to 30 minutes. I'm trying, because I do want to get a chance to get on the other social medias. It's not on. It is on. Someone just did it. Okay. There you go. Okay. I don't know if it was just delaying or something, but let's see. So Esther Maldonado, general and love reading. Okay. So let's do the, I'm going to do your present. Esther Maldonado, your present, your future, and what you want to know. Let me see. I think if I scroll up, I'll be able to see those who sent their questions. So that's something new that I figured out, but we'll see. All right. Oh, we need one more card. So Esther Maldonado, your general reading. The main thing that talks about betrayal, talks about things from the past that hurt you. It's specifically talking about somebody. It says that in your immediate future, what's coming to you, it says that you are going to be receiving good news. It says that if you're waiting on someone to come back or some sort of news to come to you, it says you're going to be hearing from that very soon. You do have money coming your way. You do have opportunity coming your way. The Three of Wands also come out, and the Three of Wands does talk about something balancing out. It talks about peace, talks about being in a better place. So if you're waiting for opportunity, if you're waiting for whatever's, mainly what it says is you're going to be receiving good news. And then at the bottom, it says that whatever your dreams, your goals, your desires, you have the Seven of Cups. You have the King of Pentacles, says that you're going to be dominating finances. It says that everything that you want to do, you're going to be succeeding in all of that. But the main thing that comes up is that whatever you're waiting on is already on its way. Let's see. You said love reading. It also shows you celebrating something. So whatever you're waiting on, it's going to be, the reason I say whatever you're waiting on is because it's mainly talking about something's already moving. It says you've been waiting for a long time, but it says that you're going to be celebrating good news. You're going to be celebrating something. Let's see. Love reading. Let's see let's see how your love life comes out. It talks about depression. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. So mainly what it comes up, what your love life comes up, it talks about conflict, talks about arguing. It says you're looking a lot into the past. But then it also says moving forward and starting something new as well in your love life. But conflict, it says you're going to be moving past that conflict and whatever you're holding on to. Okay, Jamie Relas. Finance, my relationship with my baby daddy and pregnancy. When will I give birth? So, okay. So, finance, my relationship with my baby daddy. I'm assuming you're asking when will you give birth, as in you're pregnant, but we'll see. We'll see what the cards say right now. Jamie Relas, finance. Let's go ahead and look at your finance. So as long as I keep you guys there and I can scroll one by one through everyone who's sending the super chat. So I'm going to try to do that. Hopefully it doesn't refresh itself because then everything, I'm trying to make this better for you guys. So Jamie Ruelas finance, let's see. Okay. So financially, it talks about struggling. It talks about, you do have this card. It says that struggle, but also ready to take on those obstacles. It says moving forward, lots of work. It says financially, it says you're going to have a lot of work. You're going to have a lot of customers. You're going to have a lot of clients. You're going to have a lot of business. But mainly, it says you're going to be working a lot. It does say that you have good news coming your way. It's opportunity, success. So financially, finance is going to keep growing. It says that you do have good things coming your way. It says that you're going to be receiving good news, promotions, job opportunities, and things like that. But you do have really good news because you have the star. It says that whatever you're working towards, you're going to be able to achieve it. And then you say your relationship with your baby daddy. Let's see. Okay. So relationship with your baby daddy. So it does talk about holding on to something from the past. It does talk about a little bit of conflict here in any relationship, any sort of relationship always has some conflict. It does come out, but it also comes out as satisfied. Relationship does get better with your baby daddy. It does talk about united, talks about being closer to each other. This card here says that when it comes to the situation of the relationship with your baby daddy, it's like everything that you want with your baby daddy, everything that you want to achieve together or what you want together, it's going to be stabilizing. It's going to be happening for you. You do have this card here, the 10 of Cups. It's being satisfied, happy, and of course it shows a happy family. And then you said, when will I give birth? My pregnancy. Make sure you guys like the video. Thank you guys so much for everybody who's participating. Again, I do these super chats for you guys. And I think from now on, I'm going to be doing the first week of the month, the third week of the month, and the last week of the month, or midweek of the month. And I'm going to be posting like a what is it called? Like a calendar showing like what days I'm going to be, what weekends, what Saturdays I'm going to be on. Let's see. When will you give birth? Jamie Rolas. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to keep going and see when does the baby come up. So it still looks like you still have little bit to go. It talks about, hold on. It says you're pretty much there. Let's see, when will Jamie Brelas give birth? I want to double check this just to make sure. So it says around July. July is when you bring the baby home is really what it's saying. It says July is when you bring the baby home. So I would say around July. Around July, you've already brought the baby home. Still looks like you still have time to some sort of like couple months left in the pregnancy. Let's scroll down to the next one because I'm trying to do this for you guys like how I can. Okay. So Carmen Quinones, general reading. Let's see. Let's do your present. Okay. Your future. And what you want to know. Okay. So in your general reading, immediately in your general reading, you have the Knight of Wands. It talks about going back to something. It says that in the past, in the Knight of Wands is sitting in your past. So in the past, it talks about going back to something or someone because it talks about the King of Wands. It talks about relationships. And then you have the King of Cups over here, which is just looking at you more in the future. But it says that relationship-wise, it talks about things being stuck for you. Relationship-wise, it talks about just because you have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles talks about things being stuck, talks about holding on to something that it's like, it's almost like if it's telling you to, you have to forgive someone and then move forward because it's talking about forgiveness. It's talking about forgiving people from the past, and that's something that does come up. Forgiveness is really what's speaking a lot in your general reading. But then you have in your immediate future, you have the Judgment, the Empress, and the Queen of Wands. The Judgment talks about forgiving, moving on. The Empress, success, happiness. It's like basically it's saying that you're going to be forgiving someone. You're going to be moving forward from something that you've been hanging on for a long time. But then you have the Queen of Wands. Financially, we talk about financially. It says that you do have like a little bit of finances being a little bit stuck, not really moving forward. Not necessarily saying you're broke or anything like that. It just says it's going to be a period of being stuck. But in your immediate future, you have forgiveness, you have moving forward, happiness, success, and growth is really what's speaking about in your immediate future. And then in what you want to know, it talks about betrayals from the past. It talks about relationships and also being like holding on to something that kind of like really what your general reading is speaking about is letting go of something from the past. It's moving forward from something from the past, healing from something from the past is really what it's saying. But in your immediate future, you do have success, growth, and forgiveness. Let's see who's next. When will my husband Hector Martinez be home? He's being detained for the stupidest reason, and then ICE got involved. Okay, so Alma Garcia. The super chat really gives me anxiety, you guys. Thank you guys for being patient. It's just when trying to answer like every single question, it gives me a lot of anxiety. If you guys can tell how like freaking out I am sometimes. Okay. When will Alma Garcia's husband, Hector Martinez, be home? I'm going to look at it in two different ways. Because here it does say that he is going to come home. It does say that there's good news, so that's good. That's good. Right away, we see that he is going to come home. Whatever is going on, it says that it's going to move forward and that he's going to be fine. He's going to be coming back to the family because you do have the sun. The sun says that he does have success. He does have good energy around him. So in this situation, he is going to be coming home. But when will he come home? When I see him coming home, it's talking about more like around June. This says that this is going to delay. It can delay from like June, July, but around June, it shows him moving forward and coming home. But in October, because in October, he's already home. But I see him coming home in June, July. Okay, let's see. Scrolling up, you guys, because I'm trying to answer as many as I can from. Okay. Ana Allende. Yesterday you mentioned a catastrophe. I honestly don't remember. I don't remember what catastrophe it was, but let's see. I remember that I answered a question of yours yesterday. But I'm trying to remember what was it. But we'll see. Let's see what the cards say. What catastrophe is coming to Ana Allende? So it talks about financial crisis. It talks about financially. I think it was talking about more financially because it does talk about financial crisis, unexpected expenses. It talks about raptures financially, like loss of employment, loss of jobs. Here specifically, what I'm seeing here with the question that I asked, it's talking about financial crisis and loss of employment. So that's something that does come up. I don't exactly remember what was the one from yesterday, but this is what came up today. And then you said, I hope that doesn't mean death. Death can be two different things, Anna. It could be death as in like your death physically, right? And then there's your death of like a situation, problems. Death can put a halt to things. Death can stop something, put a halt, and things don't move the way they're supposed to. It can be the death of you metaphorically, which is basically you yourself die and you become someone better, someone new. You let go of things that were hurting you and didn't serve you. So that's another thing. And then also me finding love again. When do you see that happening? Let's see. Okay. So it says that there's somebody that's already looking at you, and it does say that you're gonna be finding love very soon. But from what I can see here, it says that someone's already in your path. Someone's already like on their way with you. It's like when the universe puts someone on your path, it's like you're gonna run into them. You're gonna meet them. So here, I would say because we're talking about in a year is really where it says that you meet someone. So 2022 is when I see you meeting someone. I just have to pause for a second and think about that and focus. Lisa, general, finance, and love. Okay, let's see. Lisa, let's see what comes up in your general. Oh, gotta come over here. Okay. Let's see what comes up in general. So we're gonna do We're going to do we're going to kind of do the same thing. Your present. I really like this layout of cards, the present, the future, and the like what you want to know, because it really speaks a lot on like your current situation, mainly on like what you're currently wondering about, you're currently like stressed about. So I really like laying them out like this, which is just 9 cards that I pull out. In your current future, you have this card right here, which says that that's something that's stuck is dominating. Finances being stuck, situation being stuck. Is it going to move forward? The Hangman. You also have the Hangman in your past, where it talks about, again, feeling very like choked, that situation and things like that. But then you have this card here, satisfied. So in that situation that's stuck, it does say that the Hermit's already illuminating that. It does say that that's going to be coming forward. It's going to be coming to you. It says that it's going to be moving forward. It's like whatever's stuck, it's already going to be arriving, because then you have in your immediate future, it says that you have a lot of emotion as well being expressed. You have a lot of emotion, a lot of it's like whatever you're worried about, it's like it comes to you, and it's like you have a lot of emotion, a lot of celebration, a lot of like emotion releasing and things like that. It says that something from the past comes back into your life, and it says that you're going to be hearing about that very soon. It says moving forward. And being very satisfied and happy is another thing that does come up. But in your immediate future, you have the Ace of Cups. It says starting something new. The universe gives you what you've been asking for, what you've been waiting for, what you've been wanting. And that's this card right here, the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups and the Hermit are sitting like this. The Ace of Cups is right now you're looking in the past. You're looking for something. You're waiting for something. And the Ace of Cups here says that it's already going to arrive. The Ace of Cups says that the universe is gifting you what you've been asking for, you've been praying for. And then here it shows you moving forward. But you do have celebration. It says that whatever you're waiting for, you do have celebration. Finances are going to be looking a lot better. You do have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is discovering or finally getting what you've been wanting. And then you have that celebration over here, success and celebration. So finances are going to get better, and then whatever you've been waiting for is already moving. And then you said love. Let's see what comes up for love. Thank you guys for those who are tuning in to watch the super chat, and those who are tuning in to participate. Let's see. For love, you do have good things. It does say your love life begins to move. It begins to move in a better direction. It says that everything that you want, all the desires that you want in your love life are beginning to come into your life. It talks about mending relationships. It talks about fixing relationships as well. And you do have this card here, that the Temperance. The Temperance is that card of patience. Is that card of like, hey, give it some time. But with these 2 cards right here, it does say that the universe is answering your prayers. And it even said it in your general reading. The universe is answering your prayers. It's like everything that you want. If you want someone to come back into your life, they're coming into your life. If you're praying for just a new love, a new relationship, it's already on its way. It's like everything that you're asking for, the universe is gifting you. Erika Galaviz, will I be pregnant soon? Let's see. We'll go like this. Okay. So this month, you do have in your immediate future, you have the World. The World is a good card because it does talk about it talks about this year. It does say that when the World comes out for you this year, it means this year is going to be a really good year for you. It's going to be a year of success. It's going to be a year of moving forward. Here is pregnancy does not come up here. It says that you want, it's like it's on its way, but it's not here yet because you have the Death card. The Death card does put a stop to getting pregnant. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to also take it out in a different way. Because as of right now, it's not really showing pregnancy, but I want to make sure. We're going to go like this. Will Erica Galavis get pregnant soon? Okay. Okay. So pregnancy. Pregnancy. I'm looking to see where it comes up. Where are we? I guess that makes sense. Yeah. So pregnancy, yes, there you are going to be getting pregnant soon. It's talking about it around July. July is the month. I was looking to see exactly what it's saying. Like this month, right now, this month it's saying you don't get pregnant this month, and that's really what the other cards were saying. It's like that's a halt for this month. But now that I'm looking at it in this way, it does say that in July. It says what month are we on? April, May, June, July. Yeah. So it's really speaking around June, July is when you're going to be getting pregnant. But I'm leaning more towards July. Jasenia Rios, will I get pregnant in funny. Jasenia Rios, will I get pregnant in July? If that's not a sign, I don't know what is. Let's see. So, are you going to get pregnant in July? I do see you getting pregnant in July or being pregnant in July, but it really speaks more like June really for you. It's like more June, July. I think it'll probably be a little bit before July when you get pregnant, but you'll be pregnant by July is what from what I've seen here. Let's see. Okay. Can you tell me anything about my dad? Oh, I don't know why I read my dad. Priscilla, Salvador, can you tell me anything about my pareja's health? Okay, let's see. See what's going on over here. Okay. Can you tell me anything about my okay, so we'll do you first. Let's see, Priscilla's health. How does Priscilla's health look like? You know, one thing that drives me crazy is that I have the gift to heal, and I don't often get to use my gifts, like every single one of them. For instance, yesterday I had that reading, and I can do the medium stuff where I communicate with the dead, and I give the person messages. That's if the spirit comes forward, right? But I don't get to do that very often, and I don't get to practice that very often. I focus mainly just on like predicting the future, seeing what's going to happen, and things like that. But I have a lot of gifts, and I don't often get to use the other ones. Today I got to use my other gifts, which in this reading also was asked about this person's father. And I mean, we both don't understand what he was trying to say, but he basically right away he appeared. He told me, he showed me some keys, and he said keys. And I told the person, I was like, what about the keys? And he just kept saying, just tell him the keys. And so I did. I said, your dad wants me to tell you that about some keys. I don't know if you know what that means. And he was like, no, I don't. And then I asked him again. I was like, what about the keys? And he goes, something hidden. And he shows me him like opening something. And he showed me a car, but he showed me him opening something. And it was like something was hidden. And he basically was telling me to tell his son that whatever those keys open up, it's something hidden, something that someone's been looking for. And because he even told me that someone's been looking for it, and it's like someone's looked for it, but they can't find it. But he showed me those keys, and he told me to tell him those keys, and those keys open where that's hidden. And we don't know. I don't know what it means. I don't know what he was saying about those keys and what it is. But it looks like it's legal documents. It looks like it was more paperwork because he showed me a bunch of paperwork. And then he told me something was hidden. He hid something. That was I don't often get to like use those other gifts, but it's very beautiful when I do. And the one that's been driving me crazy lately, the one that's been frustrating me a lot, is the fact that I can heal people with my hands. And I don't get to do it here. It's like here where I'm at in my day job, like it's not something that I can really like tell everybody like, oh, like let me just do this for you. And it's been driving me crazy because I feel like that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm supposed to be using that gift too and helping people in that way. But I don't think I'll ever be able to do that until I open my own little store and my own little place where people can come and I can heal them there, or I can be able to travel without a restriction and things like that. But it's been driving me crazy that I cannot heal anybody because of my day job. I don't really get the opportunity to use those other gifts, and it makes me so happy when I get to. But Priscilla, let's see what's going on with your health. Let's see what comes up for your health. Okay. I'm gonna open this up a little bit more. So let's see. So for you, the main thing that comes up is more mental health, not necessarily bones or anything like that. It's more mental health. It does talk about having to heal from a surgery, having to heal from something, or still healing. But it says that you are going to be recovering, whether you go in and you get a surgery or whatever you go do. It says because right now you're coming up more of like healing, in the process of healing from something. But mental health is really what comes up, and that's really what it's saying. But health-wise, you look okay. There's really nothing serious. The death card didn't come out. There's no serious illnesses. Maybe just something mental, because when I was talking about your health right now, something more in your head came up. And it's talking about more like a surgery that you're going to need, maybe removing a growth or something like that, removing something that you don't like or something like that. But healing is really one thing that comes up, and health comes out pretty good for you. But I do see you like in the process of healing from something. And then you said Salvador. Let's see how does Salvador's health comes up. Okay, Salvador. So Salvador does come up a little bit worse, because for him, and it seems like he already knows this, but for him, he has problems from his like stomach, or like his upper body, to his eyes or his head. But the main thing that comes up is his heart problems, blood pressure. Mainly the serious problem is his heart, and it's mainly talking about internal organs. It does say that there's organs that he needs to kind of either get looked at or be more careful, take care of his health a little bit more. Nothing really serious comes up as in like he's going to pass away from it or anything like that. But it does say that his heart is something that he needs to take care of, and that he also has to take care of and watch what he's doing, because he's messing up a lot of organs, or he has a problem internal but it's mainly coming up in his stomach. But again, it doesn't come up as like something very serious to where like he's gonna pass away soon or anything like that. He still comes out healthy. He still looks like he recovers, but it does say mainly his heart is what I'm seeing, and his heart is like the main issue, his blood pressure and his heart. But he comes out like he's gonna be okay. There's nothing really like death wise or anything like that. But let's see what else comes up. Yeah. There's really nothing like serious that comes up, but mainly his heart is what I'm seeing, and his heart is like organ is really what I'm seeing, and but I get leaning towards his heart, and he needs to take care of his heart. He needs to take care of his blood pressure. He needs to take care of himself a little bit more, because his heart is one thing that continues to come up, and it can get worse, but as of right now, it's like it's just a problem with his heart is really what's coming up. Let's see. Mayra Suarez, general. Let's see what comes up for you in general. Okay. In general, for you, you do have a lot of conflict around you. It says that you need to watch out for a big fight or a lot of hostility around you. It says that a situation is gonna change. It says there's a change to the situation. It says that you are gonna be more like at yourself. You need to spend some time worry about yourself. You do have this card here, the Nine of Pentacles talks about taking time for yourself, talks about, take some time to heal, take some time to kind of breathe, working so much, or being so like involved in something so much, or just taking some time to step back is really what it's saying. It's saying take some time and take some peace, kind of breathe, take everything at ease. But you do have a hostility that's coming on around you, and it does seem like it's wanting to attack you. So that's the main thing that I do see here. But another thing that does come up is also take some time for yourself, and that you are going to be taking some time for yourself. Let's see, love. Let's see how love comes up. Let's see. Okay. So love right now, it's warning you in your love reading. Is just talking about things from the past, like past traumas, resentment, deception is another thing. It says like healing from that, it's moving forward from that, but you also being stuck so much in the past. So that's really one thing that it says. It's because right here in the reading, the way it continues to depict you continue to be looking towards the past, and it's like you can't move forward from that, and that's really what's not letting love flow very well for you, because it says that love comes into your life, or that you have someone in your life, but that past trauma, that past pain just won't let you move forward into creating something better, or to stabilizing something, balancing a relationship, or holding on to a relationship. But it does talk about you're still stuck in the past, and that's what you need to let go of to move forward, or to be happy in your love life. And then finances and work. Let's see. So finances, you do have this card, the Queen of Pentacles. It says that in your finances, you're going to be dominating your finances. It says that everything that comes your way, it's like, even if you're struggling financially, this card here tells you that you're going to be able to dominate. It's like no matter what happens, you're always going to have finances. You're always going to have enough to pay bills, to move forward. It's like you're always going to be dominating whatever obstacles come in finances. And work-wise, you do have celebration. You do have work-wise, you do have work. You do have celebration. You do have growth and work as well. Okay, so my nephew Miguel Alvarez committed suicide. He left no note. Please, I just want to hear any message from him. We all miss him dearly. So Miguel Alvarez. Okay. So I'm gonna pull out some cards, and I'm also gonna ask him to come and see if he approaches. Sorry, I it's funny. It stopped me because as in the middle of saying that I was gonna call him, he started saying a lot of crying, and then he just shows me a lot of crying. But we'll see what that means right now in a bit. But let's see. Miguel Alvarez. Okay. So I am gonna ask again. I'm gonna ask him to see if he wants to come forward. I mean, it seems like he does, but let's see. So he does come forward, but the thing is he says a lot of crying, but it's not really. I'm sure you guys have cried to him, but in the way that he says a lot of crying, it's more him, because he says something about a lot of crying. He says that he was doing a lot of crying. I'm trying to understand what he's saying, because he does say a lot of crying, and he just keeps saying I was doing a lot of crying, but I think he's still crying. So here, because he's not really saying anything else other than a lot of crying, but the thing is I think what he's trying to say is he's still doing a lot of crying. So I don't want to. I want to give you a beautiful message, which I'm trying to give you a beautiful message, but the message here is not necessarily that he is like just trying to communicate with you guys. What he's telling me is that he's stuck. Is saying that he hasn't been able to move on. He hasn't been able to move forward. It says that he's stuck. Because even here and even in the cards, there's really no like him moving. There's nothing saying he crossed over. It's saying that he's walking around, but he's stuck. And I think when he says a lot of crying and he just continues repeating a lot of crying, it's him saying that he's stuck because he there's nothing else he's saying. And it's like he's trying to communicate, but he's not. It's easier for them to communicate when they've crossed over, because all he's doing is giving a lot of pain, a lot of sadness, and a lot of depression. What I would recommend you guys to do is to light him a candle, a white candle. You could put his name and his date of birth in the candle, carve it in there, and then just tell him like, this is your light. This is go on, cross over, visit us when you cross over, come see us when you cross over. Because right now, like the way he's coming forward, and it usually happens, he's suicide. So he's stuck and he hasn't crossed over. And I think that's really what he's saying. He's asking for help, because he doesn't really say anything else other than give me a lot of emotion, give me a lot of sadness. And he doesn't say anything other than a lot of crying and a lot of pain. I would recommend you to light a candle for him and tell him to cross over to light a cereal. If you could get a cereal pascual or like a cereal from like church, or you can order them on Amazon. That'll help him cross over. That'll give him light. That'll light his path. So you're gonna put a white candle. You're gonna put his name, his date of birth, and a cup of water next to that white candle, and that's gonna help him cross. It's gonna help him open the door so he can cross over. Because right now he doesn't. All he's doing is suffering right now, and he has a lot of pain, and he still needs help crossing over. I really want to give you, and he's giving me a headache too. I really want to give you a beautiful message, but I think the message here is that he's asking for help. He needs help in crossing over. Let's see. Let's refresh these. Thank you guys so much for everybody who's participating in the super chat, you guys. I'm trying to, this makes it a lot harder to kind of, let's see. Lizette Flores, pregnancy and when? Will I get a teaching job after graduation? Husband's immigration process. Okay, so let's see. Let's do pregnancy. You want to know when you're going to get pregnant? Let's see. When is Lizette Flores going to get pregnant? I'm trying to move as quick as I can. So it does say you do have pregnancy, and it's actually saying that. So I will tell you that you are definitely coming out pregnant next year, around getting pregnant or finding out you're pregnant around April. But the thing is, it's like you also have the devil here, and the devil comes up as in like, maybe like this doesn't really come up as planned. It comes up as kind of like unexpected. But you do come out pregnant, or you do have pregnancy around April of next year. This card here is the one that tells me next year. This card here, the Magician, to me comes up as a not just yet, but it also comes up as in next year, in 1 year. Will you get a teaching job after graduation? Let's see. So you are going to struggle a little bit, but yes, you are going to get a teaching job after graduation. You do have this card. The Sun tells you yes. It says it's going to take a couple tries, but you do find something right away. And then your husband's immigration process. Let's see. The Sun comes out yet again. It's going to be very successful. You have every single card that comes out is talking about a lot of success. So this is going to be very successful. When you ask a question in tarot, and you're not necessarily asking the cards. So the cards, what they are, you guys, they are basically a link. It's like almost like the Ouija board without the scary part of it, because the Ouija board only connects to the in-between. This connects beyond. That's why I use these, because this connects beyond your spirit guides, your angels, anything that you work with, because it all depends on who you work with, can connect to these cards, and that's how they communicate with you. That's why the messages come forward. But right now, whenever like you do get a bunch of good cards after you ask a question, it means it's going to be very successful, and that's how it's looking like for your husband. Brenda, will my husband and I get a new start in our marriage? When? Let's see. I know I said 30 minutes, but will your husband and you get a new start in your marriage? It looks like it's going to be a little bit stuck, but it does look like, yes, it does look like it is going to be moving forward. Just say that it's going to be stuck, and it does move forward. But April is still showing it's stuck. It still says it's going to take another 3 months till this is resolved. So it's still, I would say it's going to take by October is really when I see you guys united again. But it does say that it's still going to be stuck around for April. It's still stuck. And after April, you do have a little bit of celebration. You have May, and then May kind of like comes in a little bit, kind of moving forward, but not necessarily. But by October, like you guys are already trying it again. Let's see. When? Oh no, that's not the question. General reading. Okay, let's see what comes up. Okay. So, and even in your general reading, it still comes up the same. It says that whatever you're waiting for, because this card here is looking towards the past. It says that whatever you're waiting for, this person does come back. It's basically saying the same thing in your general reading. It's saying that right now it's looking very depressive, but this person does end up come back, and it still says the same thing in your general reading. Just talk about change to a situation. My relationship with my baby's father, Lisa, what will happen between us? Separate, get back, or together? Will we be happy? Will I be happy? Okay, so let's see. Your relationship with your baby's father. Lisa's relationship with her baby's father. Okay. So forgiveness does come up. Are you guys gonna get back together? So it does look like you guys do. Let's just look at it real quick. Yeah, so it does look like you guys are gonna get back together. I don't see separation. It does say that there's gonna be forgiveness. Forgiveness is there. It says it's gonna take time, but you guys do look like you guys get back together, and this card here does come up. The Ten of Pentacles does say that you guys do get back together, but mainly this whole reading that I just pulled out is all about forgiveness, things from the past and things like that. But forgiveness does come up, and forgiveness is basically your answer. Yes, you guys forgive each other. You guys move forward, and will you be happy? So the main thing that's coming up is you're overthinking that. Will you be happy? You're basically what I'm seeing is like you're overthinking it, and that's why it's like overthinking so much of the past. Are you going to be happy? It's like you're always going to be stuck in the past, and that's one thing that does come up. Happiness doesn't necessarily come up because you're always thinking of the past. You're always stuck in the past. You're always stuck in overthinking, and that's why you can't seem to really be happy, because you're always thinking about the negative. Try to think more positive. Try to move forward. Try to let go of things that don't serve you, and that's one thing that does come up here. Okay. Karina Ontiveros, love. Let's see. Kind of figured this out a little bit more. So love. So let's see what comes up with the major arcanas for you. Let's see. Karina Ontiveros, love. So it did not come out good. So love, right now there's a limitation to love with you, but let's see. I want to see what's going on. Karina Tibero's love life. Let's see. Yeah, it says that. So right now you do have a limitation that's coming from the past, and when limitations come up, it's more of like thinking a lot of the past, thinking a lot of situations that happened in the past, because right now a lot of resentment comes up, a lot of things from the past that you're holding on to, that you're bringing them into the present. Love life right now, it doesn't look like it's going in a better direction, because it says that there's something in front of you. It says that you're holding on to something. It says that something's already either coming to you or already in front of you, but you're not seeing that because you're so focused in the past, and that's what comes up for your love life. And in general, let's see how does the in general reading look like for you? Yeah, it's even in your in general, it says that you're waiting for something from the past. It's like you're still looking towards the past. The Temperance says to give it time. It says mending relationships, mending things from the past. Not to think so much of the past. Try to let things flow however you need to let it flow. But when you continue to look in the past and it continues to tell you like there's something from the past that comes up, it's like, and you're so stuck in the past, it's like that's what's not letting you move forward. Because no matter what I pull out, you're still looking in the past. It's like no matter what card I pull out for you, you're still looking for in the past. So you have a lot of overthinking when this card here just shows up to tell you, hey, just be patient, more balance, breathe, meditate, just wait things out. Okay. I'm never going to finish. My nose, I had it to scratch you guys. I didn't want to. Jennifer, who's my twin flame? Let's see what comes up. I've never answered that question in the way that I do them here, but let's see what comes up. Usually when people ask me about like the relationship or the love life, they already have people in mind. But let's see. Who's Jennifer's twin flame? Okay. So it's interesting because it says that you've already met your twin flame. It talks about someone from the past. It says that you've held your twin flame. It says that you've already like met that person. You've seen them. It's like you know who they are because it shows you holding this person. It says that you're always thinking about this person, and that's why you're always thinking about that person, because that person was your twin flame. That person is your twin flame. But it says that the person that you're always thinking about, the person that you're always like that you've been stuck on, that's the person that's your twin flame. Doesn't really depict anybody, or it could be because it talks about someone who is I would say darker skin tone, not necessarily saying they're black, they're Mexican, they're whatever race. They can be race wise, but it can also be skin tone wise. Usually the swords represent someone who's a little bit tanner, who's a little bit more tan. Like they could be like my skin color, they could be darker than that. But it does say that it's someone from your past that you've already met. And then love life. Let's see what comes up in your love life. Okay. So in your love life, you do have a lot of betrayal. It says that you have you do hold to a lot of pain. Even now, it's like you're constantly thinking of someone. There's a lot of depression, but mainly it's like a lot of rapture in your love life. It's a lot of abuse, a lot of like right now the way it's showing you. You do have the devil. You have the five of cups. You do have the 10 of swords. You even have the 8 of swords back in the past. So right here in your love life, what I'm seeing is that you've had a lot of problem because there has been something that's been done spiritually. You have a lot of spiritual energy against your love life. And usually when I see that, it's because there's some sort of spiritual work that was done on you. Okay, you guys, I do have to get going. It's already been an hour. I'm going to try to answer really fast these next couple questions. Let's see. Can you tell me about my boyfriend's finance? Jesus. Okay, you said, can you tell me about my boyfriend's finance? He needs to know in general. Okay. Boyfriend's finance. Jesus Carranza. How's Jesus Carranza's finance? Okay. So his finance does come up a little bit stuck. It does come up stuck, but it does say that there's growth. It does say that there's something that's coming on his way, and it says that there's opportunity, there's promotion, there's job opportunity for his work and finance. And then in general, let's see. See, yeah, it says that he's going to be moving forward. He's going to be moving up in positions. I'm trying to do my best to answer quick. Will my divorce happen soon? Will my soon-to-be ex-husband leave me alone? Okay. Will your divorce happen soon, Alicia Negron? I'm going to be moving quick. So, will your divorce happen soon? It does say that it's going to take some time. It's not going to be right away, but yes, it is going to happen fairly quickly, but it's going to still take its time. Will your soon-to-be ex-husband leave you alone? So, will he leave you alone? It says that he is literally sitting on top of you. This card here represents him. These cards down here represent your happiness, and this here represents hard work. But it doesn't look like he's going to leave you alone. It says that he's going to continue to bother you, at least for the time being. Yeah, it says that's something that's going to continue to follow you. In general, you do have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles tells you you're going to be dominating your finances no matter what happens, whether you have a lot of finance, whether you have a lot of money or not. It says that you're always going to be able to dominate the finances, your bills and everything. Okay. Joe, will I get married, engaged soon? Let's see. Marriage or engaged soon? I don't see marriage or engaged soon. It says that that's not something that even comes up till possibly next year, because it doesn't look like it's going to be this year. Okay. Adalberto is in love with her or with me? Is Adalberto in love with... Okay. Is Adalberto in love with Karen? We'll go with that one first. Okay, guys, I'm going to be getting off in about a couple minutes. I'm just trying to get through all the people who did send the trying, but I don't think it's good. I hope I can get through it. Is Alberto in love with you? So love right away does not really come up. I don't see love specifically. It's to say that let's see. Yeah, I don't when I ask that question, I don't see anything related towards love. I'm gonna ask it with the major arcanas real quick, which I have different major arcanas today. These are my major arcanas today. They're all tarot cards, but these are major arcanas. Is Adalberto in love with Karen? See what comes up for you. So I have to be honest with you. It doesn't say love when I ask is he in love with you? Now let's ask about, is Adalberto in love with the other woman? I'm going to ask it with the major arcanas as well. Is Adalberto in love with the other woman? So there is some sort of infatuation with this other woman, but there's also real feelings when it comes to this other woman. I don't want to say love necessarily, but there is a really strong attraction towards that other woman. When I ask it for both of you, when looking into it, I honestly don't see love with you. I don't really see it. I see him infatuated with this other woman, but it's not necessarily love. I wouldn't say it's love. It's like he's just entertained with this other woman. Okay, you guys. I'm gonna answer the last questions. I think these last three are the last ones that come up. Or let's see. Okay. Well, this one right here. I'm gonna answer this last one and I have to get off because even my laptop is about to die. Angel Gurrola, can you please tell us if his case is going to be in his favor? Let's take a look. Angel Gurrola. Is Angel Gurrola's case going to be in his favor? Okay. I'm asking it with in multiple ways because right now the way it looks like, it doesn't look like it's going to be in his favor. Is Angel Gurrola's case going to be in his favor? So in the way that it's coming up, it doesn't look like it's in his favor. It does talk about a lot of struggle. I'm going to look at it one more time. Is Angel Gurrola's case going to be in his favor? I ask my angels, my guardians, my guides, is Angel Gurrola's case going to be in his favor? I always like to make sure because this one is a pretty important question. So it doesn't necessarily look like it's going to be in his favor. I've asked him multiple times. it does say that there are some consequences that he is going to have to pay for, but it's not going to be as bad as it could be. It does say that there are some sort of consequences, whether he pays parole, whether he pays something, or whether he spends some time behind bars, or whatever it is. It does say there's something that he has to pay, that something that some sort of consequence, but he also comes out that it's not going to be as bad as what it could be. But I don't see it necessarily in his favor. What I would recommend to do is, whenever you go to a court case, wear a red ribbon in your right wrist, 3 knots, or your right ankle. What that does is in a court situation, it's more like envy, someone attacking you. It's more envious, hating on you. So you want to protect yourself from that envy, so that whatever they do, it can affect you. Also, if you take 7 bay leaves in a little like gold bag, or in a little bag, or you take them with you, however you take them, that also help you win court cases. There is court work. So if you light the candle, justo juez, court case candle, and pray to God, the angels, whoever you want to pray to help you in the situation, that'll help you too. Of course, there's specific ways I can do it, but that'll be something that would be really, like right now I'm really backed up in work, so it's really hard for me to help you. But I can give you advice. Try to get the justo juez candle and the court case candle. I would prefer the justo juez. Justo juez is more to bring justice, to help you in your situation. You're just going to pray to whoever you want to pray to, and ask for the justo juez to guide this court case and to go in that favor. But right now it doesn't look like it's going to be as favorable, but it's not going to be as bad either. But anyways, you guys, I do have to get off. Thank you guys so much for participating. I will let you know. I will post a calendar for each month from now on. When am I going to do the super chats? And I'm going to try to get on TikTok next. I'm going to try, but I will see how successful that is, because my internet is never like working. But I love you guys. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for participating. Thank you so much for everybody who watched me. And make sure you guys like all my videos. Make sure you guys support. And I'll see you guys next time. I love you guys all. And I cherish every single one of you. Bye, you guys. Good night. I'll see you guys on TikTok, if it lets me get on.